I just listened for the sound of complete and utter betrayal and followed that.
I had achieved something only the Beatles had done before. Place 4 consecutive albums at #1 for 6 weeks. It's so mind-blowing that they started calling me the music industry. Well, I don't think it was that big deal. In fact, that music industry would later stab me in the back, as you will find out soon. I was doing what I loved and I was being applauded by my audience. But every time I arrived at any hotel after a promotion or a show, I had no one to call but my mother. I adore her, but of course, she can't do everything. As I confessed in my song Blank Space, I had had an interesting list of boyfriends and lovers, but none had lasted long. Not only that, but my whole life was planned 2 years in advance. Because of touring, promotions, I knew where I was going to be in a year and a half. Do you think that was really a life?
No.
The truth is that it was a very hard time. I even started to show some belly in some of the pictures. You know that on the internet everything is magnified. They even said that I was pregnant. It affected me a lot. I started to eat less and in a very uncontrolled way. I was obsessed with my appearance, with being thin. It all led to a pretty severe eating disorder. Although I still care about my appearance, I certainly prefer to appear in a photo with a belly than sick. But that wasn't all, believe it or not. I received a barrage of criticism in the press and from a certain part of the public. They criticized my figure, my partners. They said I was too promiscuous. They even disliked my way of being. They began to say that I was fake Taylor. They questioned every word I said. If they had known that in my diary, when I was a little girl, the only thing I wanted to be was a good person. Imagine how much they hated me that the hashtag fake Taylor Swift became the most used hashtag on Twitter for a few days. What a shame. To make everything even a little bit more complicated, my mom was diagnosed with cancer. All that situation made me forget completely about the critics, what the public thought, what the media said, and concentrate on what was really important: my family and my friends. Do you know what I did? I completely disappeared for a year. Nobody saw me. The mountain of compliments on which I had built my self-esteem had crumbled, and now I was rebuilding my happiness from simplicity. Living with my boy, a quiet, stable life, I had rediscovered happiness.
Yippee!
But of course, I still loved music. So I took advantage of this time to compose with all the pent-up rage I had. They called me a snake. So as that reptile would do, I bit with each of the songs of what became my new album, Reputation.